Shalawam, shalawam. Shalawam, shalawam. One second. Okay. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. The Shabbat. Oh, yeah, it's still the Shabbat for us, most definitely. All right, brothers on the East Coast, they probably out of the Shabbat by now. All right. Hey, man. I'm going to give brothers 2 minutes to get up in here, and we're going to begin the lesson. Let me share the live out. All right. Man. All right, let's turn and face the east. All praises be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us his truth. Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves, keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of their ability. It's your brother, Yerami Kazak, back with hopefully another edifying lesson through the spirit, power, and strength of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. True names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yahweh is the true name of the Father. That means he is, he exists. Yahweh Shah is the true name of the Son. That means he saves, he delivers, he is salvation. And Rakah Kadash is the true name of the Holy Spirit. Rakah meaning spirit, Kadash meaning set apart or holy. All right, those are the proper terms in the Lashawan Kadash, the Paleo Hebrew. And those are the names you need to call upon, pray upon, and seek. Right? Not Jesus, not Yahweh, not Yeshua, not Yahuwah. If you are calling upon those names, you need to research and see that those names are incorrect. Those names are inaccurate. They're not the proper names. All right? Now, this lesson will be entitled Pressure Points. As you can see on the screen, pressure points. All right? And it should not be a fairly long lesson. All right? But I think this need to be said just because what we about to undertake in general is pressure points, man. So we give brothers some time to get up in here and let everybody get up in here. Then I'll begin the lesson in about a minute or two. Let me go get some water real quick. I'll be right back. All right. Hey, there were more people in here before I left. All right, let's get into it. So, let's read about it. Pressure points. Okay, and it reads, pressure points are sensitive areas on the body, particularly prominent in acupuncture and acupressure, that can trigger reflective responses when manipulated. Stimulating these points is believed to clear blockages of vital energy believed to flow through meridians, promoting pain relief, relaxation, and improving overall balance and health. While scientific evidence varies, many people use acupressure to manage symptoms like anxiety, nausea, and headaches by applying gentle, sustained pressure to specific points. Now, that relating to the truth is certain areas of pressure, certain areas that individuals in this world you don't want to talk about, you don't want to address because you don't fully understand. All right, such things such as maybe regeneration, reincarnation. Okay, maybe the grape doctrine for certain individuals. Okay, arranged marriages. Okay, the old paths. All right, multiple wives. These are what? These are known as stumbling blocks for a lot of individuals. The names. The names is most definitely a pressure point for a lot of you Israelites. All right, because you want this name to be the name, but then you're stuck up on this name, but then you don't believe in the real name, and so these are pressure points. So you got to understand. Let's go to Matthew 10, the 10th chapter, start at verse 34. Understand that this thing is not for everybody. This thing is not going to, it's not going to be no peace, right? What they've given you in the world of peace and all of that, no, that's not real, man. That's not true. All right? This is actually war. So it's going to be more so pain. It's going to be more so disagreements amongst these individuals because these individuals have to be sifted up out of the body. This is Matthew 10:34 going down. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. Right? So understanding this, if you love your mother and father more than Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, if you love your mother and father more than his truth, then what would you do? You would not give them the full 100% truth. You won't correct them. You're not going to tell your mom to stop eating pork. You're not going to try to help her because you love her so much, in the sense is where you're choosing her over this truth. You might start back eating pork with her because that's what she's forever been cooking for you. You're not gonna you're having a respect of persons type attitude where, hey man, that's my mama, man. She raised me up, she took care of me. My mama can't be wicked. Nigga, your mama wicked. Your daddy wicked. Alright? Your sister wicked. These things you have to analyze. You have to understand. A lot of our peoples are wicked because they don't care about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But you over here having some type of sympathizing for them, empathy for them, where you can't address the fact that they going off. This is why we have to correct one another. We don't love mother, father, brother, sister more than Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So if you don't have the proper accountability and your eyes are blinded by money, by greed, by family, by fame, by these type of things, Esau can buy you, then you don't supposed to be in this truth, man. Take your ass back into the world. This is not for you. All right? How you see we had 9 people, 10 people in here. Now we got 6. Okay, the numbers keep bouncing around because individuals have different feelings towards this. And I'm going to be honest, I don't give a fuck how you feel, bro. If you align with the truth, then, hey, align with the truth. You going to be in here. Okay? The water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that you got to understand and that is resonating with you. If you don't like the scriptures and you don't like the Bible and you don't like Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, then get the fuck on. I'm not here for you. Right? So think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. This is the king himself talking, telling you, I ain't bring no peace. I ain't come to bring no peace. You thought I ain't come to bring no peace. I came to bring that variance. I came to make you go against your father, make you go against your mother, make you go against your sister, make you go against your brother. If they are not of my flock, you will be at odds against them because these pressure points will be pushed. You see certain individuals, the multiple wives thing is a major stumbling block for a lot of these females. It's a major stumbling block for a lot of these females, man. All right? So they might understand, the Sabbath, don't eat pork. Okay, boom, boy, I understand all that. But you saying he can have multiple wives? You saying he don't belong to me? You saying he ain't mine? He can go mess with another woman if he feels like it? I can't have that. That's cheating. The Bible don't say cheating. You can type in the script. Ain't cheating nowhere in the Bible. Now you have a thing called adultery, fornication, right? You got these type of things. What is that? Messing with another man's wife. Okay? As long as that woman is not married, then it's not adultery. As long as she's not married or betrothed, it's not adultery. But a woman, you can't take that though. You can't, because it's a stumbling block. All right, this is 1 Peter 2:8. And a stone of stumbling and a rock of offense, even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed. So we can show you in the scriptures. How a man can have multiple wives, but you're still going to stumble because you stumble at the word. Exodus 21:10. If he take him another wife, her food, her remnant, her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. We can show you that, but it's still a rock of offense. It's still a stumbling stone to you. You still won't accept it. Well, you say, show me that in the law. We showed it to you. Well, this is a different time period. Okay, does the father change? Did anything? Yeah, the king changed the law. No, he didn't. The only thing that was really changed was the sacrificial law. Okay? The order that we was under. Order of Aaron, the Levitical priesthood. Now we're going to be under Melchizedek, Malak Chazedek. It's a different type of order. We still going to keep the same laws, man. All right? We still going to keep the same laws, commandments, and statutes. We still going to keep the same feast days. We still going to keep the same Sabbaths. Right? Didn't too much change. The law was, in a sense, that was it, man. That's a standard of living that will get you through life. All right? But you don't want to live according to it. You don't want to walk in the correct ways that were given to you, that was shown to you. Okay? As Paul said, we established the law. All right? We don't make the law of no value. Do we then make void the law through faith? Power forbid. Yea, we establish the law. So we keep it to the best of our ability, man. We establish it. All right? Now, the law It's full of what? It's full of needles that's going to push individuals' pressure points. It's going to push individuals' pressure points, such as Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter. All right? You know? And, you know, I ain't jumping on the brother or nothing. Shalawam to the brother Kananaya. All right? You know, but these women, man, it's using discernment. All right? Let's go to this big head buffalo bitch. And where's she at, man? Right here. Okay? Yeah, pull up her damn thing. All right? Now, first and foremost, daughter of Yahweh. What's wrong in this picture? Head not covered. First of all, you got a TikTok page. Your face plastered all over the page. If she was a woman of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, would this be her page? Would this be how she would look? Right? So, you gotta, it's discernment. Fuck these bitches, man. You know, she's all over the place. Extremely ignorant. Extremely wicked. Okay? You see an individual like that, I damn near would block the bitch. Because there's no edification coming up here. What she was seeking was attention. She's jumping on the same stumbling block, the same, bring it back, the same pressure points that other individuals have jumped on. Do you know the great doctrine, Deuteronomy 22, is the same pressure point that IUIC jumps on, ISUPK jumps on, right? Sakari jumps on, okay? Whoever it be, GOCC, whoever it be. Your elders said you could take women at 12. You could take women at 13, at 14. Boom, 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 with no type of proof, no understanding. Failing to understand the correct law, what the flower of thy age means. Once a woman comes through puberty, all right, then she's of an age to marry. That's what the scriptures say. But what is that? That's a stumbling block. That's an offense to these individuals because they don't actually understand and they're not diligent enough to read the laws, commandments, and statutes. That Mary was 15. Okay? Rebecca was around the same age. Sarah was around the same age. That was custom. That was usual. That was common. All right? But you don't understand the old paths. And we're going to get back to Miss Piggy. Most definitely we're going to get back to Miss Piggy. But first of all, let's go to the book of Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah 6 and 16. O ye children of Benjamin, gather yourselves to flee out of the midst of Jerusalem and blow. Salakia. 6 and 16. I don't know. Blue letters sometimes, man, I hit the scripture and it take me to the top. Thus saith Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. So where is the good paths? It's the old paths. It's the ways that we did things in the olden days. It's not the way that Esau taught you 500 years ago. All right? Ever since Esau has been in rulership, it's been nothing but ignorance, no understanding, no edification. You haven't been taught the proper way to do things. You've been taught incorrect ways of doing things. Okay? It's obvious. Even scientists would tell you this, and they told you this a couple years ago. A woman is able to give birth to the strongest kids in her teenage years. That's common practice. Okay? The normal age of a woman being married in Israel in the time of our forefathers was as a teenager. 15, 16, 14. Okay? So this is how the body was designed to be used. All right? Now that would be a stumbling block and a rock of offense. Because you do not understand. You women, y'all don't supposed to be having babies you can have babies at 30, 40, but that's not actually healthy for you. It's not what you're supposed to be doing. Your role as a woman is to bring forth children, to to have those seeds planted in you early on, right? This is the thing. What would you want? Would you rather have a field that's young and that's full of nutrients, that's strong? Or would you rather have a field that's been through so much digging and all of that? What are we talking about, man? We talking about bodies. How many bodies you got on you? These women got hella bodies on you. Men have dug in you so many times, etc., etc. All right? So when you in your 30s and 40s in Babylon, that's what we talking about. We talking about a Babylon mindset. A Babylon mindset. The Babylon woman, the Babylonian woman, her mindset is to go through a whole phase. It's to deal with man after man after man after man. All right? We can definitely tell this bitch got bodies on her because she's trying to move in a masculine position, assuming the position of a man, talking on men. If you dare take yourself and align yourself to go at a man, you are assuming the position of a masculine individual. All right? We don't have to even go into her videos. Okay? Look at, and these little filters, bro. That shit is demonic. Look at this shit. You want to post somebody up on your page, bitch, you gonna get the attention now. This shit is demonic as hell. But you saying you represent Yahweh. Your name is daughter of Yahweh. But this represents the Most High? This represents the Most High? The fuck out of here, bro. Alright? Attitude off the chain. Wonder where she gets it from. But she's a daughter of Yahweh. That's why brothers, man, leave these dumbass hoes alone, man. Let's get a scripture. This is 1 Timothy 5:6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Examine. Be a wise man. Be a wise man. All right? You gotta be wise, man. Proverbs 29:11. I've been bringing this out every lesson. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards. It needed no reaction. You can literally see this is a fool, bro. It's a fucking fool. It's a fool. I don't talk to fools. We don't talk to fools. We don't deal with fools. You're supposed to be a king and a priest. You can't still be dealing with fools. Leave these fools alone. In Jacob's trouble, you're going to have a fool come, hey, bro, hey, what's the good, bro? And you're going to try to help his dumb ass. No, man. Off rip. I'm asking them, hey, what's the name of the Most High? Oh, Yahweh. Nah, nigga, I can't help you. I'm up out of here. Hey, keep it stepping. Keep it moving. Hey, man, you supposed to, I thought you was God's chosen. You supposed to help me, bro. You supposed to help me, bro. Charity, bro. Nah, fuck that. All right? You don't know the names. You don't got the spirit. You don't got the understanding. I don't got to do shit. Okay? This goes to all you individuals, bro. Jacob's trouble is going to eat you alive because you never got under the order of the correct men. All you did was accuse and scoff and mock. All you did was go against the laws, commandments, and statutes. All you did was try to be famous in Israel. You want that attention? Trust me, you gonna get that attention, buddy. When you coming last in the kingdom, everybody looking at you like, oh, that guy. Like this guy right here, Lorenzo. Your ass is a 2/3, bro. You was a fucking 2/3. You not of the elect. All right? You gonna be last in the kingdom because you could never get it right at this point in time. You niggas are too damn prideful. You have too much ego. You are proud. And y'all will be destroyed, bro. At the end of the day, unless you repent and actually come into the truth. All right. Let me see. It was something else I wanted to address too. I had saw earlier. Whose page was that on, man? Oh, the Brother Nakoff. Let's go to the Brother Nakoff page. Is the Brother Nakoff in here? Nah, I don't see the Brother Nakoff, but let's go to the Brother Nakoff page. And right here. Wait a minute. Nah, this ain't it. What? I thought that was it. Oh, I didn't even know you did this lesson. A lamb back. Oh, man. But you did a lesson, a camp lesson, and the goofy Amawan came in the lesson, and he said, why do you give double honors to men that won't die for you? Okay? Yeah, I can't find it. But you probably deleted the comment because I don't see it. But it was on Amawan. The dude is slow, man. He said, why do we give double honors? Because they are worthy. They're worthy of double honors. The elders are worthy of double honors. You don't have any elders that are worthy of double honors, Amawan, because you call yourself a self-taught Israelite, and you don't want to put yourself under elders, which it shows because your lessons are weak. Okay? At the end of the day, this is 1 Timothy 5:17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. What do our elders do? They labor in the word and doctrine. They was out there teaching the day. Okay? They're constantly bringing out videos, bringing out understanding, bringing out edification. That's what our elders do. All right? So that's why we give double honors to our elders, because they're able to deal, bring it back up, they're able to deal with these pressure points. They're able to deal with things of that nature that you individuals don't understand. Where you can't understand grape, but they can break it down to the point where, hey, we can get it. It resonates with us. And we understand Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter, but it's still a stumbling block to these other type of individuals. I ain't giving no brother my daughter around 13, 12, 14. Nah, I ain't doing that. Because you in a position of a Western mindset. Okay? What's wrong with arranged marriages? What's wrong with raising up your daughter for her to go and be with a king? I mean, wouldn't you want your daughter to go and be with a king so she can be set up? You know that the brother serves Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, so he's going to treat her well. She's an Israelite woman. He's going to deal with her, right? But because you're not in a position of royalty, you can't even understand it. You can't comprehend how royalty is. There's plenty of instances where women, you got to marry the prince that's in the next ruling kingdom. That's already known. Or you have to marry his sons, whatever it may be. You're already set up. It's an arranged marriage. That's what we're talking about. All right? It's an arranged marriage. Okay? Or let's say it happens beforehand, such as a Joseph and a Mary. Then you have to what? You have to go forth to that man, to that woman's husband, to that woman's father. Let me slow down. To that woman's father. And you have to pay that dowry. You have to pay for her hand in marriage. And she has to be your wife. If you don't do that, you're making that woman a harlot. Right? So it's the honorable thing to do. But that gets back to the point of a lot of you brothers are not honorable. You don't care about honorable situations. You don't care about respecting one another. Right? Your individuals is bogus, man. It's bogus. All right? But let's keep it going. Let's go to Isaiah 30 and 20. And though Yahweh give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. So we're going to see thy teachers. What should you do with ancient men? You should hang on to their coattail. What they do, you should do in a sense. Now, don't be no copycat Israelite, but you should actually think about it. Hey, would the elders do this? Right? Would Yahweh Shai do this? Right? No. Would the elders be jumping in a female's DMs telling her to not, man, nah, bro. All right? How I told another brother, I said, man, so we just gonna let her talk shit? Let the bitch talk shit. Bro, you know how many people talk shit about us? You should be, bro, if you're not used to getting shit talked about you, then are you really in the truth? Are you really in the truth? Ask yourself that question. Are you you should be used to getting shit talked about you, bro. Alright? They gonna talk shit about us all the time. I had shit talked about me my whole life, bro. I came to this thing, I'm like, oh, this is a usual environment. They talk shit about us? Okay, I'm used to this. I'm used to this. I'm used to this. What you mean, bro? Nah, bro, I ain't gonna let her talk shit about the elders, bro. Man, fuck that. How you gonna stop every 2/3 around here? You gonna tell every 2/3 to shut up? They not gonna listen to you. They 2/3. They don't care. They don't care. You acting like it's the thing like this. You put a 2/3 on your standard. They not on your standard. They don't have your mindset. They don't care. They don't keep the values and the morals and the characteristics that you have. They don't have integrity. They don't have honor. They don't have respect. They don't move like you move. They don't have that mindset. They don't have a mind of a Mashiach. They do not give a fuck, bro. What they say, they on demon time. They are YN and YBs. That's what they are. So if you allow them to hit your pressure points and you react, you're being what? You're being manipulated by that demon to react. All right? We tell when individuals are not sincere. I see Alice. You keep coming in and out of the live. You not sincere. We see you individuals, man. Y'all not sincere. Y'all don't really want the milk. You don't really want the truth. You like bitches in the world. You hop from dick to dick to dick. That's what it is. You're not sincere. You don't really want to be with one person. You're wicked. All right? So get used to people talking shit about you. You know? And I got to end this live soon, man. It might take it down. This is John 15 and 18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. What y'all acting like? Y'all acting like Yahweh Shai ain't never feel what you felt? That's what you acting like? Oh, you more special than Yahweh Shai, huh? He ain't get cussed at. He ain't get spit at. He ain't get hit. He ain't get beat. They didn't take his life. I mean, what you saying, bro? What you saying? Your cross is harder to carry than Yahweh Shai's cross? Yahweh Shai didn't have to deal with dumbass individuals, scoffers, mockers. He had to deal with the Pharisees, bro. He had to deal with many different wicked spirits, many different wicked individuals. Right? The spiritual demon Satan addressed him personally. Came and talked to him personally. Said, I give you all of this, bro. I give you all of this. Tempted him personally. But your cross harder than Yahweh Shai's, though. You know? You can have a zeal, but you got to control that zeal. If you don't agree with what somebody's doing and you know that it's off, then what should you do? Go do a fucking lesson. Go do a lesson. You should learn from what we've done before. If the brother Kakama was in here, right? How we said it many times when we dealt with that individual Jordan. He always want to go up in somebody's live and correct them. Well, all you had to do, screenshot it and go do a lesson. But you can't apply yourself to put forth a lesson, but you can apply yourself to go and do the wrong thing. Apply yourself to do the right thing, not the wrong thing. A lesson, man, is more edification than you jumping in somebody's DMs. All right, verse 19. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Miss Piggy is not of the world, man. Let's go back to her. Miss Piggy, she's not of the world. That's why she would do something like this. Okay? Look at this. Cleavage. Just big for no reason, man. All right? Look at this shit. Christ didn't exist. What? And you felt like you could jump in her DMs and she was going, come on, bro. Did you examine the page? Come on, man. Come on, man. Gotta leave this shit alone, man. Any woman trying to teach on her page in general is off. But I'm only teaching to the women. You know how many men gonna come across your page and see you? You can't just only teach to the women. When it says that women's supposed to teach younger women and kids, that means at home in private. That does not mean on the street. When you do a live lesson like this, it's basically like you're being in front of everybody, in front of the world. That's what you're doing. You're putting yourself out there in a public position. What is a church? What is a church? Let's go get it. Okay? If many have forgot what a church is. A church, a gathering of citizens called out from their homes into some public place and assembly. That's what we're doing right now. We're assembled. It's 9 of us in here. An assembly of the people convened at the public place of the council for the purpose of deliberating. The assembly of the Israelites. What are we doing? We are deliberating. We are talking about a certain subject. We are talking about a certain matter. We are going into something. So therefore, that's every single video on TikTok. Because you do these things and what? This one got 15 comments, 2 likes, all right, 1 save, and it has views on it. Okay? This has 460 views. Okay? 174 views, 464, 2,539 views, etc., etc. You think all of these are women? Yeah, bro, they're only women, bro. She only teaching the women, bro. No. What you talking about? All right? So, you can't just teach the women. For you women that say you teach, but you're only teaching the women. No. All right? You a lie. You a liar. And no truth is in you. A church, that's what a church is. A church is not referring to a building. It's referring to a group of individuals gathered in a public place for the purpose of deliberating, of talking about a situation, of talking about the scriptures, of talking about things of that nature, talking about the word, addressing a certain subject. That's what we do in churches. You women are not called to do that. You are not called to be in that position. That's not your purpose. Proverbs 8:4. Until you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. Furthermore, this is a battlefield. Y'all saw that scoffer we dealt with this morning? Right? I wouldn't want no woman in that position going back and forth with a man. yelling and going, handling that. Because a woman gonna get in her feelings. You know what I'm saying? The whole time, hey, me and the Lions of the 12, what was we doing? We was laughing. Most of the time, we was laughing at this individual because he was fucking funny, man. We asked him, did he go out on the street and teach? He said, I tried to. That's goofy. I laugh at that. But a woman might have gotten her feelings because of the words that was being exchanged. Okay? The patience that you have to deal with individuals. You got to have a lot of patience, man. Yahushua had a lot of patience. When the disciples was bickering and arguing amongst themselves, who he likes better? He like me better. No, he like me better, Peter. Nah, he like me better, John. Nah, he like me better, James. Nah, he like me better, Matthew. Nah, he like me better. Nah, come on, bro. What? Yahushua like, yo, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all don't even understanding what's going on right now. Y'all over here bickering about who I like the most. That shit is pointless. That shit is stupid. Focus, brothers. Akyam, focus. Don't let these little sidetrack things distract you from what you're supposed to be doing. All right? Kananaya, you should be producing lessons, bro. That's what you should be doing. Producing lessons. You should. If that speech that Abaniah gave this morning didn't inspire brothers, okay? Brothers have to do better. That's it. At least a 10-minute lesson. At least a 10-minute lesson, man. I got to do better, man. And stop letting these Miss Piggies sidetrack y'all, whoever it be. If they want to talk about us, okay, they're going to talk about us. Let it be. I'm going to get a couple more scriptures and I'm going to wrap it up. All right. This is 2 Timothy 3:12. Yea, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushua shall suffer persecution. Are you living godly? I mean, if you're not, then hey, the persecution should be a surprise to you. But if you living godly, if you keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes, your pressure points will be touched. The demons are going to throw much temptation at you. You're going to have things that's going to vex you. You know how much shit vexes me every single day, bro? I'm going to show y'all something, man. I'm going to show y'all this dumb shit. So I got this post where I did this post talking about a brush. Talking about I can't find a brush that's actually according to the law. Now, you see this post, right? This is what I see constantly every single day. I see this dumb shit every single. You see this shit? This is constant, man. I'm tired of this shit. I'm like, damn, that go another lesson I did. But then you get back into the brush shit. The brush. You go to this page. You go here. It got 1 million views. Over 1K shares, over 1 million views. Over some stupid brush. All I said was you can't even buy a brush that doesn't have boar bristles on it. But then they took it and they blew it up. This is the world. They took it, they blew it up. You got all this type of stuff. Okay? Look at this. Look, all this stuff, this gonna vex you. No, it's okay as long as you don't eat it. And then you got 54 replies. All right, look at this. You just can't touch it to eat it. Brother, you can use it to brush your hair. You just can't eat it. The prophets wore badger skin boots. You can use the prophets ain't wear no damn boar. That's what you don't understand, Alex. All right? And it's more that. It's more the same. It's more the same. Okay? Let me see, man. You can go. What's wrong with it? All right? And then you got all this. This stuff is just vexing. It's just vexing. So get used to dealing with that stuff. If you haven't came to the realization that the world is fucking stupid, bro. It's extremely dumb. These people are extremely stupid. And I'm not being high-minded. I'm just being honest. People are stupid. I mean, IQ level 50, bro. They dumb as hell. They're just dumb. That's why when you come into this truth, bro, you on some higher learning. That dude this morning, he said, my vibration is low. But he came up. He don't even understand none of the scriptures. He talking about he got a business. He don't pay taxes, so he's a liar. To be a liar is an extremely low vibration. But you said my vibration is low because I was rebuking the black woman. I was showing you Israelite women, Northern Kingdom women in different nations and different countries that you've never been to. Not different nations, but different countries. I was showing you these things. Well, yeah, different nations, yeah. But my vibration is low. So you see how vexing that could have been? I could have took it a whole different angle. But you have to rule over your spirit. And you got to pick your battles. A woman? No, never go in a woman's DMs. Never go in a woman's DMs. It's no point. It's no point. Every brother should have learned that from the freaking April situation. All right, the shield of faith female. Everybody should have learned that. If you didn't learn that in the world. You know? These women are petty. They're wicked. They're full of demons. They're evil. They're trifling. All right? And a lot of these dudes act like these women. You never go in a woman's DMs. Because it what? It brought blame to the ministry. They love attention. If you give them that attention, that's the thing. They love attention. You give them that attention, they going to run with that shit for a mile. All right? That's pretty much the lesson, yo. Pressure points. So these little pressure points, don't allow yourself to be manipulated by pressure points that these individuals try to touch. Regardless, whatever doctrine it be. We are confident in the truth. Okay? This dude, Beit Shalom. We know that it's no O's in the Hebrew. So whatever he had to say, right, it's pointless. His Hebrew off. You know what I'm saying? We already know what's right. We already know what's correct. Be confident in this truth. We know women aren't supposed to teach. So if she has a page full of lessons, full of teaching, it's already off. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing changed. Yahweh does not change. All right? So use discernment. Move smooth. Don't bring no blame to the ministry. Don't get caught up in politics. Think before you act. Move with a purpose. You know? And that's pretty much it, man. All right? So, hey, facing the east. If it any questions, y'all can ask questions. Facing the east, all praises be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us his truth. And shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. As always, Kwam Yasharahla and Abba to the wicked kingdom. May Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah destroy this bitch yesterday. All right, if it's any type of questions, ask them now. All right, any type of questions upon anything. Me and my rib was just talking about, y'all ain't never got no questions, man. So y'all better start producing more videos than me. Gabriel, you said wait. What that mean? Wait. You got a question? Can it be considered a lesson if I read one verse? Yeah. All right. Go back to Elder Apostle Ramlab. He used to master one precept. Okay? But you want to, I would suggest you get about three precepts. Okay? Get about 3 precepts. You could do a great lesson, a 10-minute lesson, off of 3 precepts. How many precepts did I hit this lesson? I ain't hit that many precepts. I hit a couple, though. Where did we go? Oh, I did hit a little bit. Yeah. So I went from, we started this lesson at 5:39. Because the Spirit going to take you to other places. And I see y'all questions, I'm going to get them. I went from Matthew 10, all right? Then I went 1 Peter 2. Then I went Exodus 21 and 10. Then I went Romans 3, Jeremiah 6, 1 Timothy 5, Proverbs 29, 1 Timothy 5 again, Isaiah 30, John 15, Ephesians 5, broke something down in there. All right, Proverbs 8, 2 Timothy 3. That's about 10, that's about 10 precepts. 10, 11, 12, whatever. Okay? That's the lesson. This probably been a 30-minute, 40-minute lesson. But all I really had prepared was that John 15 and that Matthew 10. That's all I really had. But everywhere else, it took me there. The Spirit took me there. How do you see your history in the blue letter? So you just hit the 3 lines right there, and you go to my history. Booyah. And you see your history in the blue letter. All right. It gives you the times. That's how I know, because I started this lesson at 5:30, 5:39. So, boom. If I want to see the stuff I hit last lesson, boom, but it was around 2 something. Right? So, yeah, it's right there. Salakia. It's the Apocrypha in the blue letter. Do you really be reading the blue letter? What kind of question is that? Is the Apocrypha in the blue letter? What was it say? Old Testament, New Testament. Come on, bro. You got me thinking, bro. Like somebody hacked your account. My app only got it in my... What? You got the Old Testament and the New Testament. You don't got the Apocrypha in the blue letter. Y'all app look different. I don't know why, but nah. They don't got the Apocrypha in the blue letter. All right, so just get the Apocrypha. Or get the KJV, the King James. It'll have everything over here too. You can read in the Old English, or you could just Apocrypha books right there. Yeah, Old Testament and New Testament. That's all that's in the blue letter. So for you to ask, is the Apocrypha in the blue letter? I mean, what? All right, somebody said, how you say blessed in Hebrew? So it's Barak. I'll put it in the comments for you. Barak. And then Atah would be you. So Barak Atah. Right there. Barak Atah. All right. What was Gabriel's question? You said, yes, my question about learning. I don't see the question. Salakia. Can we see the app symbol for your blue letter? Blue letter Bible. Right there, blue letter Bible. BLB. I hope we got the same blue letter. I hope we got the same blue letter. Gabriel, I can't see your question. You said, what text says the names Yahweh? Okay, Ja. I thought you was in here last lesson, Ja. But what text says the name Yahweh? So none of the text is going to say Yahweh. You're just going to have to take stuff back to the Hebrew, right? But we can go to Exodus 15 and 3. And this is in the blue letter. Oh, if you was for a little bit, yeah, we broke it down earlier. So you go to Exodus 15 and 3, or you can go to Exodus 3, 14, 15, or anywhere that it says the Lord. All right, anywhere that it says the Lord. So right here it says the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Now it would be Yahweh right there, because we understand wherever it says that, it would be the Father's name. So in the blue letter Bible, you just click it, you go to interlinear, and then you would go to the Lord, right? And it would be H3068 in the Strong's Concordance. H3068 in the Strong's Concordance. Okay? Now, what is it going to say? Yahweh. Now, it's not Yehovah because it's no O, no V. And it's not Yehovah because it's no E, no O, no V, or no U in the Hebrew. All right? You would know this from diligently studying and from actually knowing the Hebrew alphabet. So, this would be Yahweh. Now, how do we know that? Let's go to the Hebrew alphabet. So we would get the Hebrew alphabet, we would pull it up, okay? And I like to use this version. So we would get those characters, the Yah. As you can see, that character, Yah. Now you go back over here, look at it. It's the same exact character, Yah, okay? Next character would be Ha, right there. It's like, you know, going up, over, it's got a slit in the middle. Boom, that's Ha. What would that be? Going up, over, got a slit in the middle, Ha. All right, then you would have Wa, Yahweh. Wa would be boom, like a backwards R. As you can see that, you come back over here, you see that. Wa. And then the Ha is going to be the same, Yahweh. Okay, now the A on that Ha would be took off. So it would be cut off. So it would be Ha, but no A. So Yahweh, Yahweh. All right. So that's how you would know that that's the Father's name. So they're showing you it in the blue letter Bible, in the Assyrian, the Aramaic, but they're saying a different thing. They're saying something different. All right? They're really full of confusion because they would go down here and they would say Yahweh. Okay? Or they would go right here and they would say Jehovah. Jehovah. You understand? So you actually got to go back and do the work and take it back into the Hebrew. Now, the Hebrew right here, it would be Yah, Ha, Wa, Ha, Yahweh. Same pronunciation. Yahweh. Okay? You know? So it's not, it wouldn't be Jah. It wouldn't be Jehovah or none of that. It wouldn't be Jehovah. Okay? It wouldn't just simply be Yah. Right? Even though you have a scripture that says, praise Jah. All right, which would be praise Yah. But if you go into that, it would go back to Yahweh. So we give honor and reverence to his name 100%. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay, the brother said, what about I prioritize learning the Hebrew? Oh, you said, what should I prioritize? Learning the Hebrew? No. Or I identity and what? Bro, you can answer that question yourself. You said, what should I prioritize? Learning the Hebrew or our identity and purpose? Which one do you think you should prioritize? All right, Cupcake, I already answered her question. Okay? So you should prioritize your identity and purpose. Gabriel, all you need to know really is the names. The Hebrew is going to come later on. Okay? You'll learn Hebrew prayers and all of that later on. What you need to know first and foremost is who you are. You need to know your nation, your tribe, your cultures, your practices, your Sabbath days. Okay? You might have it on. Well, actually, even on my iPod, my iPad, my iPhone is the same. I hope you got the right blue letter Bible. Oh no. Like when you type in Blue Letter Bible, it should that's all you should get. Blue Letter Bible. Not this. Nothing else. Alright? None of that. None of that. So Blue Letter Bible should be that. Blue Letter Bible. Alright? No, none of that other stuff. Blue Letter Bible. Open it. It should be like that. 3 lines at the top. It should be like that. You know? That's it. So Gabriel, you need to go to Acts 3 and 19. What's the best Bible to study from? Is, I would say, the Blue Letter Bible. And also get the Apocrypha. Apocrypha. Okay? Not my bad. But the Apocrypha. Okay? So the Blue Letter Bible and the... Let me move this over here. Booyah. Blue Letter Bible and the Apocrypha. Or you can get the KJV Bible, 1611, and it's going to have all of that in there. You're going to have the Apocrypha books right there, which is going to be the same books that's in the Apocrypha, right? And then in that, let's go to Second Esdras, and let's go to 14 and 30... Did I go to 14? 14 and 34. And it reads to Gabriel and to the sister as well. Therefore, if so be that you will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy. So you're leaving behind all the ways of the world, all the stuff that you was learning in the world, right? Whatever the pastors taught you, whatever the world taught you, Christmas, all that type of stuff, paganism, right? And you're really learning the Bible as a child. You have to enter into this thing as a child, you know? So it's the 1611 KJV Bible. That's the one. Okay, but all that is the Old Testament, the New Testament, and also the Apocrypha, all right, which would be these 14 books, okay, at the end of the day. So Gabriel, you understand what I'm saying? And Ja, y'all get what I'm saying? Yeah, the Hebrew ain't really like, you know, that's not the Hebrew is not gonna get you up into the chariots. Okay? The name, yeah, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, but okay, if you know the name but you don't know the doctrine, you can know the names, but you still eating pork, right? You're not gonna make it. So the Hebrew is like, okay? We're going to learn that anyway. We're going to learn that regardless. But right now, you need to understand who you are, your identity, your culture, your customs. All right? You should go to my YouTube, and that's what I taught on this past camp. Okay? Street preaching. Back to the basics. Back to the basics. I went back to the basics and talked about what you should be focused on right now. Is really, how are you going to be saved? Okay, what is salvation? All right, that's extremely important, because individuals talking about they saved, but you're not saved. None of us are saved. Okay, if you in here thinking you saved, you're incorrect. If you in here thinking you chosen, you incorrect. Yeah, you may be a part of the chosen nation, but are you one of the chosen few? You don't know that. Nobody knows. All right. So any more questions or anything? Any more questions on anything? Anything? All right. So hey, I don't see nothing else. I'm about to get up out of here. Pop quiz tomorrow. I don't see nothing else. Okay. All right. Shalawam. Shalawam.